Hey friends, happy Friday. Welcome back to another episode of Hot News. Hope you've been enjoying your week. Big thanks to everybody who supported us through this week. Again, through another round of YouTube giving us community guidelines, striking in case. Again, you have no idea what I'm talking about. You can check out the video that we released earlier this week on our second channel, which will shortly be undergoing a rebranding as soon as we can get all the assets in place. But we really truly appreciate all your support through everything that's been going on, and we appreciate our sponsors like today's sponsor. Hey friends, today's video is brought to you by Cove and their wireless noise canceling headsets. This is actually something that I appreciate so much in my life. I've spent so many hours on a plane that I cannot overstate the value of a good pair of noise canceling headsets. I've been using these headphones for a little while now, and they are great. They sound very clean. There's not distortion anywhere. It's just like a very clean, flat noise profile, which is phenomenal. They're wireless with Bluetooth, but you also have the option of using a 3.5mm jack, which they do include with it. You get up to 12 hours of music and calling and up to 200 hours of standby time if you choose not to use them and you just leave them lying around. I just turn on the headphones, they connect with my phone automatically, and it has a built-in microphone enabled for hands-free calling. They're foldable, adjustable, easy for travel, USB rechargeable, micro USB cable, and it works with that Bluetooth 30-foot range. They include a free travel bag, and it's one of the most affordable headphones with noise cancellation out there. And if you use the link in the video description, coveaudio.com/UFD60, you'll actually save 60% off of these. And one of the best features about these headphones, which Reece and I noticed immediately, is that you can't hear them as an external person. Right now, I've been playing music on these headphones for this entire ad spot, but guess what? You can't hear it because it's on the ears of this glass head. There's the music. Now you can't hear it anymore. That is phenomenal. Noise canceling headphones that don't bleed out. They make sure that everything stays within your ears. You're getting the full range of sound, and it's just really good and super cheap, especially if you use the link in the video description and you save 60%. And while I appreciate our sponsor today, I do also appreciate the news, because it's time for Hot News. It's the Friday edition of Hot News. This is the last little bit you get before the weekend where there's typically no news, okay? So just buckle up, friends, because we got RTX 3080 Ti stuff. It's wow. Okay, number one, it looks like the name is confirmed. RTX 3080 Ti is a real thing. Number two, it looks like we got our first look at an AIB partner model. And number three, sexy is just all I can think when I look at the next generation of cards. Obviously, we already had the original Founders Edition, RTX 3080 that's come out, and now the ROG Strix 3080 Ti. Bam, there it is. Oof. Look at that. My friends, look at the 3080 Ti down here. Obviously, this image is a bit up-res, so it doesn't look quite perfect at this point, but you can see that this is a departure from the 2080 Ti, which you can see this is the 2080 Ti model right here. So this is clearly an accentuation of things that were already on the 2080 Ti Strix, and so the card does look pretty good. So this leak is coming courtesy of Video Cards. I would recommend that you check them out at the link in the video description. Video Cards is saying that we have been told that the screenshot comes from an internal design proofing, thus we are quite confident it is real. It may, however, not represent the final design, but one of many concepts. I think this RTX 3080 Ti looks phenomenal on behalf of ASUS. So if this is them doing some internal proofing, the leak has gotten out there and I approve. Let me know what you think of the ROG Strix 3080 Ti down below. We don't know much about the specs officially at this point. In fact, we know nothing of the specs officially. However, rumor has it that we're going to be somewhere in the 20 to 23 teraflop region with about 12 gigabytes of GDDR6 with over 5,000 CUDA cores, and it looks like ray tracing is going to be phenomenal on this thing. This is going to be an absolute beast of a 4K card, maybe even pushing some light 8K. That might be a thing. So let me know what you think of the RTX 3080 Ti down below in the comments. Let me know what you think of the ROG Strix version. And I'm going to let you know what Nvidia thinks of the lawsuit against them, which we talked about in a previous episode of Hot News, that investors were suing them because $1 billion had been misappropriated in their budget due to crypto mining and all of that goodness. Well, Nvidia came out and said, this is just because you cherry-picked corporate statements. You didn't actually listen to what we were saying. We told you everything you needed to know about mining and how our business was operating it. We did nothing wrong, so you should just chill, fam. No. Okay, we didn't. That is my loose interpretation of everything. And my loose interpretation of the new filters that Nvidia is bringing to GeForce now is Ew, no. No, why would you do this? As of now, there are new Instagram style filters that you can put on GeForce now. As you can see here, it just, why? What game is so ugly that you need to do this?
No.
I can tell you what game's going to be beautiful. Horizon Zero Dawn on PC. When it finally lands, I'm so looking forward to it. I need Horizon Zero Dawn in my veins. And it looks like Nvidia needed Horizon Zero Dawn with their technology, because HZD and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 are now going to be supported on Nvidia's Ansel and FreeStyle technology. They are 2 of the 39 games that got added with the latest game-ready drivers. And then there's optimal settings added for 47 other games out there, so you can check the list in case that matters to you. Ansel, obviously, the high resolution screenshot that will allow you to take really nice pictures. This makes sense in a game like Flight Simulator, where you're going to be flying over the entire world, and a game like Horizon Zero Dawn, where even on the PS4 was just so luscious and beautiful that a lot of people stopped and used the photo mode to actually enjoy everything that's going on. And in case you wanted to enjoy Cyberpunk 2077 on Windows 8 or lower with DX11, well, that's because you're weird, okay? And it's not going to be possible. With the lead graphics programmer at CD Projekt Red coming out and saying that it will be a DX12 exclusive. You can use DX12 emulators, such as the one that is on Windows 7, but DX12 only for Cyberpunk 2077. So your DX10 card, whatever you're still running on, you're done. You're done. You have to upgrade now. You have to. Ha! But it seems like CD Projekt Red is downgrading some of the features in Cyberpunk 2077, with them coming out and mentioning that the wall running mechanic that has been featured in a few trailers has actually been dropped from the game due to design reasons. So no wall running, in case you were looking forward to that. And no more games on Kongregate, which is something that hit me a little bit, because I used to play tons of Flash games over on Kongregate. And it's not that they're taking down the games, it's just that as of July 22nd, they will no longer be receiving new submissions. They're going to keep their 128,000 games on board, and developers will still be able to keep updating them, but they are also doing an undisclosed number of layoffs to the company as well. Apparently, the way that some people found out that they were getting laid off was by a direct deposit from Kongregate, and then that was it. And Kongregate said, whoops, that you weren't supposed to find out that way, but yeah, don't come back to work. It's kind of sad. I enjoyed playing a lot of those Flash games. Let me know if you ever enjoyed a few hours on Kongregate. And let me know if you enjoy Fallout, or you used to. Obviously, Fallout 76 has sullied the brand a little bit. Well, hopefully this can revitalize it. Amazon is working with the creators of Westworld to bring out a Fallout series to Amazon Video, which actually looks like there's a lot of hope for it. Let me know. You're excited about the Fallout series? Keen to hear from you down below in the comments. Bethesda, Amazon, Westworld. Some good stuff. What's also some good stuff is the new Ryzen 4000 processors. And in case you want them in a laptop, well, Schenker XMG has announced their VIA 15 Pro notebook, which has a Ryzen 7 4800H. And that's it. It's one of the very few higher end CPU laptops that I've seen that's not launching with a dedicated GPU. Schenker launching this is in stark contrast to the VIA 15 originally, which only had a 3550U, which wasn't very good. Has a magnesium alloy chassis, looks very thin and light. You can see that the 4800H wrecks the 3550U. Obviously it would. And then pricing looks to be about €1,000 depending on the configuration that you're doing. But 4800H with the integrated graphics, with everything that this has to offer, could be a really, really good portable machine as far as just like light work. You could do some video editing on this pretty decently. I love this. What I also really want is LIAN Li launching their budget-friendly LANCool 215. Take a look at this case, friends. $70, $69.99 for the LANCool 215, launching in August 2020. Looks to be a more budget-friendly case option from LIAN Li, with what appears to be two 200mm fans in the front, a 120 in the rear. I think this is pretty dope. LIAN Li coming out with some budget options. Who would have thunk? And who would have thunk that the best way to cool your NVMe SSD is with ceramic? Well, Team Group thought they might as well try it with their Cardia Ceramic C440 M.2 PCI Express 4.0 SSD launching. You can check it. It's going to have read speeds of 5 gigabytes per second with writing up to 4.4 gigabytes per second. with capacity up to 2 terabytes. So this seems to be a pretty decent setup. The color scheme's a little weird. Obviously, you have the white ceramic with the gold lettering on blue PCB with gold accents. I'm not sure every system's going to be able to pull this off, but I do enjoy the idea. Obviously, we'll have to wait for reviews to find out how well ceramic's going to cool everything down. But you know what doesn't cool things down very well? MacBooks. Well, I'm not talking about MacBooks. I'm talking about another Apple product. Anyways, there's a new Intel chip that's going to be exclusive to Apple, appearing in benchmarks. The i9-10910 is showing up. It sits in between the 10900 and the 10900K with a boost clock of 4.7 gigahertz. It's 10 cores, 20 threads. Looks like it's going to be available in an unnamed iMac or iMac Pro product. So you can enjoy that when that comes out. It doesn't look like they're switching to AMD, and doesn't look like they're ready to put Apple Silicon in their high-end stuff. And it doesn't look like Google's ready to launch the Pixel 4a as of yet, but they're taking one step closer with discontinuing the Pixel 3a and the 3a XL. It's only going to be available from retailers that have stock left over, but the Google Store out of stock, everywhere else technically out of stock. No more shipments coming out from Google on that, but there's a shipment incoming of the Galaxy Z Flip 5G phone, which has now been leaked in a render that is in its Mystic Bronze color. As you can see here, there's even a full 3D render around everything. This is in conjunction with the Note 20 Ultra, which we talked about in yesterday's episode of Hot News. That comes in the Mystic Bronze color as well. And what comes in a lot of colors is Tesla cars, and they delivered a lot of them. The Tesla vehicle report for Q2 came out. They shipped roughly 90,000 vehicles, which is quite good considering there was a pandemic and a lockdown going on and they had to shut down one of their factories. This beat the reports that everybody said that they were going to do, and Tesla stock continues to go up over $1,200 as of the time of recording, which makes them more valuable as far as shares than Disney. But I do get this. There's a new high-tech glove developed by UCLA that can interpret sign language with 99% accuracy at up to 60 words per minute. This is actually not something that's brand new, but actually has just been developed more. The speed is very good on this, as well as the fact that they built it using parts that come out to less than $50. So it's something that can translate ASL into actual speech, which I think is pretty amazing. And I thought Lasso was amazing. Oh, you don't know what Lasso is? Neither did I. I'm pretty sure we had to have reported on this at some point, but I dropped it from my memory. Facebook is killing off Lasso, which was its first TikTok clone. Yeah, it's going under July 10th, and they want you to switch over to Reels, which... What the hell is Lasso? I don't remember this. And I don't remember the last time I went to a drive-in movie theater. That's actually not true, I do, because it was for Avengers Infinity War, because we were actually in the States at the time doing a little road trip across, and we went to go watch it because it was the only place that we could take our then newborn at the time. And the bad thing about that was that they started the movie at like 7 o'clock, but sundown wasn't until like 8:30. So the first half of the movie, the contrast is all washed out because the projector couldn't override the sun. Anyways, that long segues to announce that Walmart is turning some of their parking lots into drive-in movie theaters starting in August. And they're going to have a list of the ones that you can do, but this is supposed to encourage socially distant entertainment, which I think is neat. I don't necessarily want to support a mega corporation, but at the same time, it could be a good use of the leftover space that happens in Walmart parking lot. So you can check out walmartdrive-in.com, and then they'll eventually have the locations across America that will be converted into drive-ins for family movie nights, which I think is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool way to end this episode of Hot News for the week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for being part of this weekly journey of Hot News. We'll be back on Monday for more. Don't worry, we have more videos coming out over the weekend, including my ultimate bed gaming experience. I finally converted my bedroom into my ultimate gaming palace that doesn't disturb my wife, which is the best thing. I don't have to interrupt her media consumption, and then I can have my own. Anyways, keep your eyes for that tomorrow, and keep your eyes on today's video sponsor. And again, big thanks to Cove for sponsoring this video. Their active noise cancellation headphones are phenomenal. I love them. They're not bleeding out. They're still playing music. There you go. Use the link in the video description to save 60% off. Big thanks to Cove. And that's gonna be it. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Get subscribed to stay up to date on all of our tech-related content. Maybe consider checking out our second channel, Brainus. It's still called Hot News, but we're working on that. And we'll see you. Bye.